That didn't last long. Soon after Silver Mine, that wind started getting kind of bitter. Probably because I wasn't climbing as much. Kind of on a flatter area of the ridgeline here. I got cold. On went the fleece, on went the beanie. I'm gonna be up here for a while, so it's gonna be chilly. And on the climbs, I'll sweat a little bit, but besides that, I'll be quite chilly with the wet shirts and stuff, such. So, time to warm up. It's probably 40 degrees right now, I'm guessing. I have not looked at my thermometer to see, but just based on what I'm used to knowing, I'm pretty good at telling what the temperature is with my skin. Oh, this is beautiful through here. Gotta love the high ups. Reminding me of Mount Mitchell right here. Right at Silver Mine is right at 5,900. And then the next summit, I believe, is Black Balsam, which is 6,200, the highest point of the Art Loeb. And sun stays around 6,000 for most of the time, going forth until it starts descending. So, gonna have some good views, hopefully. I hope that fog and clouds roll out, because I would love to see the epic views that this trail provides. If not, it is what it is. But continuing on. On a ridge line right over here, some big drop-offs. Every once in a while, there's a little opening for views, but you can't see anything but fog and clouds. But even though you can't see those views, you can see these beautiful views of the forest. This is absolutely stunning. Thank goodness the Mountain to Sea Trail is blazed very nicely through here in the area where they connect and run together for a while, because this is just wide open pine forest. You can't see a trail. Turns right here. There was one for the Art Loeb. These are much more frequent for sure. But anyway, wow, here's a little parking lot up here. I wonder what this is. If this is Black Balsam Road, that would be shocking, because I've heard Black Balsam Road is closed, but there's a vehicle right there, as you can see. Can you see it? There we go. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's not closed after all. Or maybe somebody just didn't heed the closing. You never know. But yeah, it's good that it's blazed nicely here. I've heard there's some sections up here that aren't so nice as far as blazing, and you really have to pay attention to the map to make sure you don't go the wrong direction. But I believe this is Black Balsam Road, so yep, it sure is. Black Balsam access sign right there. And here's this sign again, storm damaged area. Hike at your own risk. No cell service. I can definitely agree with that. There is no cell service here. I am here. There's Black Balsam Knob there. 6,200 feet. All right, start climbing Black. Right here, the MST, Mountain Sea Trail, goes off this way. Our Loeb goes up this way. All right, hopefully get some views up there. These clouds look like they're moving. If they're moving, they might be gone by the time I get up there to the top. That would be awesome to get those views up there. Looks like I'm getting some clearing up here. I might just get lucky and see some views. I think the clouds are moving out. There's a little bit over there, but they're moving out over here. They're moving out over here. And they're moving out up here. Woo! Oh yeah. A little false summit there for Black Balsam Knob, and climbing what I believe is the actual summit now. This last 100 or 200 feet here. Beautiful wide open views. The clouds moving in and out, so sometimes getting those views, sometimes they're covered. But I'm thankful because it was all covered in about an hour ago. So this is awesome. Gonna get some great views up here at the summit and ridgeline. Standing on the summit of Black Balsam Knob. at this current moment. It's socked in with fog and clouds, but they are moving out so quick. It could change in a second. As you can see right here, it is moving. I don't know if you can see it up there. It doesn't go very high above this summit here, so it's going to move out pretty quick. It's going to be sunny here in another hour or so, probably completely. But man, these views are epic. Highest point of the Art Loeb, Black Balsam Knob is in the bag. Absolutely beautiful here. Reminds me of Grayson Highlands. And I think when I seen 5-0 earlier and he was going southbound, I think he mentioned that too, that this area, but he might have been talking about a little area further on, so it might get even more Grayson Highlands reminiscent. This is beautiful. Good grief, I love this. Been walking on the ridge line ever since Black Balsam. I think Tennant Mountain is the next one. I'm gonna stop right here. Actually, there's a rock right over there. I'm gonna go over there, eat a little snack, change out my water, because I got my water and my Gatorade here in my pockets of this awesome backpack. And the other ones are in the back, so I need to switch them out and get something to eat. I'm hungry. This backpack, by the way, is awesome. I'm loving it. I actually like it better than the Flash 55. And all it is a little bit smaller and about a pound lighter, but it feels great. And you know, I usually have a bunch of extra room in the back in my 55. Last year at least, or earlier this year on the trail, Appalachian Trail. So I had plenty of room to do that, and especially when I do not use the Bearcan, which I usually use the Bearcan, but when I don't use the Bearcan, I have a lot of extra room. So I'll give the review of that after this video. It's awesome. I can't wait to talk to you about it. It's beautiful. I love the way it looks too. It's like a plaid design. Pretty cool. Anyway, enough chatting about my backpack. I'm going to eat me some lunch. I haven't eaten anything since I started. And head on down the trail. Standing on the summit of Tennant Mountain, the second 6,000 footer with epic views. Some clouds rolling in, but I think we're gonna catch the epic views before that happens. Clouds rolling in fast there. Oh, it's still epic though, isn't it? Oh, wow. I love this area. Very reminiscent of Grayson Island right there. And Tennant Mountain is in the bag. Again, beautiful area here. But again, I'm on the trail. Had a sign back there saying Art Loeb Trail this way at an intersection. And I don't know, begin with an I, went off the other way. Yet when I'm on here on all trails, it's showing I'm nowhere near the trail. It is so confused on what the trail is. I don't know what that problem is or what causes that, but it needs to get fixed because yeah, I think a lot of these trails end up intersecting and everything, but this is kind of ridiculous that it shows you're off, and since the white blazes, you know, don't show very often, you don't really know. Did I get off? Was that blaze marked wrong, or was that sign turned? You just never know. So watch out for that when you're out here. Watch the blazes and the signs. They're accurate. Unfortunately, they just don't have them very often, so you don't always know. The signs seem to be pretty accurate in this particular area. This might be the Shining Rock Wilderness. I don't really know. I haven't seen a sign for it, but this is where there's supposed to be all kinds of trails that confuse people. But these signs are here saying Art Loeb Trail this way, blah, 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 the other way. So, I don't know. They seem to be accurate when you come to them, but All Trails throws it all off. Do you get the point of this? All Trails is screwed up on this particular trail for some reason. I don't know if it's because of the destruction and they were doing alternate routes or something because they thought the trail was destroyed. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me at all. Anyway, I think I'm climbing that mountain right there. So here's the Shining Rock Wilderness beginning point. There's the Ivester Gap Trail, which came up here, and then down here was the Art Loeb. It was trying to tell me on All Trails that this was the Art Loeb Trail, but as you can see, Art Loeb goes that way, which I just came from, and this way. It's confusing, but now I'm in Shining Rock Wilderness, so this is where I've heard it really gets kind of messed up at times. So hopefully not too hard to follow. All right, time to climb. The sun is shining brightly, and as you could see, the beanie and fleece came off quite some time ago. I'm still up near 6,000, just there's no breeze, and that sun being out makes it quite a bit warmer. Probably 50 or so, maybe high 40s, but with no wind, obviously that feels just right for hiking. I have one more hump to go over, and then I start the descent. I think there's 2 more summits, just 2 away from now. I think it's Flower Knob or Flower Bald, and then Stairs, I believe, are 2 more. And the trail might be off of the summit, I don't know for sure. But those 2, and right after this next one, it starts descending. Right now it's in a kind of a flat area of the ridgeline between 2 mountains. I went over a summit here about a mile ago, but there was nothing on all trails on the name or anything, so I don't know if it's a no name or if it just was part of another mountain. Here they just kind of roll as balds. It's hard to tell for sure if you're on the summit or if it's part of another one, like just a secondary summit or whatnot. So one more summit, and then I start descending. I got 7 miles to go, about 4,800 feet of elevation so far today. Probably another 2, 3, no more than 500 at least, and then it will be descension. It's been a great day. It's definitely not over. I still got some time, probably 3 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours. So I'm enjoying the heck out of this. This is one beautiful hike, and I'm glad those clouds rolled out. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of clouds up there now. What a beautiful day. This is really cool. Came to a section here that has a lot of granite. Beautiful. Check that out. Wow. Even down here. That's pretty awesome right there. I guess that's granite. I don't think it's marble. I'm thinking it's granite. Hopefully I don't get corrected. It's beautiful though. Standing on the summit of Stairs Mountain. All socked in. It's a weird climb. Really narrow trail that was like all leaves and giving away a lot of spots with some rocks thrown in. So kind of a slow go, even though it wasn't a hard climb. But Stairs Mountain is in the bag. And while I'm at it, Flower Knob, I did pass. I went over the summit on that one as well, but I didn't realize it. I thought this one that I just got to was going to be the Flower Knob's summit. I was wrong. So Flower Knob is also in the bag. starting the gradual descent, which is so far just little ups and downs, more down than up. So that you gradually start going down. Not really sure. I think like 4 miles away from the end at this point. The trail is a little weird here as it's real leafy and kind of even. The trail's even, like it doesn't dip down too much in some areas from what the rest of the terrain is. So sometimes you can't really tell where the trail is because it has so much leaves on it. So many leaves? Yeah, so many leaves, not much leaves. So that's a minor challenge right now, is just knowing where the trail is and trying not to slip and slide all over everything. I might be a little hungry. I'm a little dizzy right now. Drinking plenty, so not dehydrated or anything. Could be the flashing sun and the trees. That always gets to me a little bit too. So not cruising too quickly down. Maybe about a 2.5 track instead of like a 3 mile track. But it's okay. I have a friend of mine who I thru hiked with, or off and on, last year on 2023 on the Appalachian Trail, named Dozer. And he's coming to pick me up at the northern terminus and bringing me back to my truck. So I have a certain time that I'm meeting with him, all based on the speed I'm going and the speed I normally go. So I should be there in plenty of time. Don't want to push it and start tripping on rocks and logs because I'm getting dizzy or because my vertigo is setting in because of the flashing lights. But as you can see, sometimes it's hard to tell where the trail is. Right there, it dips a little bit. But this is kind of what it is right now, and it just winds a lot. Winds in and out of trees. It's not real obvious at times. I'm assuming that this section here is the Narrows, because there's a section here called the Narrows. And since the trail here is very narrow, I'm putting 2 and 2 together. There was a couple that was like 6 inches wide. I'm like, hold it, what am I supposed to do with my size 11 feet? A lot of that on the PCT for sure. Here you got a little bit of trees on both sides of you, so it makes you feel a little more comfortable. But with all these leaves and then roots and rocks underneath it, it's definitely slick at times. But yeah, I'm guessing that this is the Narrows right here. Descending, then I think it goes up Cold Mountain a little bit, not to the summit, and then it just descends all the way down to the northern terminus. Beautiful views though. Imagine that. I have no idea if this little ridge line I'm on right now that they call the Narrows, I think it's the Narrows at least. I have no idea if I'm done with that. That was a tough little section for about a quarter mile. I'm not gonna lie. Very steep and rocks. I don't care about steep and rocks, obviously, but when you have leaves that's could be 6 to 8 inches deep, and every step could be a slip, and you have drop-offs on both sides, obviously not like wide open drop-offs. You have trees, but still, it wouldn't feel good. But that was a tough little section. I guess that's a going away present. See, like right there, I sunk into that mud and started to slide down. It's tough with these leaves, I'm not gonna lie. I remember this from the AT, when they get really deep and you don't know what's underneath them. It could be all kind of hazards. But it was fun, not gonna lie, it's fun. But I'm done with it now. I just want to be done for the day, and I can't exactly go too fast on stuff like that where it's narrow trail and rocks with a bunch of leaves on it. There was a little bit of scrambling, not too much. More just like this, you know, rock steps, rock hopping type of thing. There's a couple that, you know, had to take big steps or use the hands to get up on. But hopefully that part is done and the descent eases up a little bit so I can make up some good time now. Alrighty. A little outcropping at the Narrows makes it all worth it. Wow, that's gorgeous. What a beautiful view before the ending descent. This area sucks. I probably crossed 30 or 40 blowdowns right here. And can't really tell where the trail is, so I just keep going in the general direction of where the trail should be. And I think I just got it. I think this is the trail here. That was a lot of blowdowns, having no idea. It's like every time I would turn left to follow the trail, it would overextend the left. So it was never quite where I thought it was. Woo, that was fun. Wasted about 20 minutes of my time trying to get through that. But that's why I'm out here, to let y'all know what it's like. And there's a lot of blowdowns here on the Narrows, I guess. I guess it's the end of the Narrows. But that was a lot of blowdowns for sure. Think I got through it. Think I'm back on the trail now. Just basically pick your own blowdowns to crawl over. And eventually you'll get back here if you're looking at your map.